Just being a fan of Boiler Room, like Los Angeles, that's where my inspiration came from on here. Just basically being in one room and vibing and playing music that people produce and work hard on, you know, instead of them being stuck in bedrooms or just on SoundCloud, you know, there's no face to these people. And like, I want to paint like a face to these people, know who they are, meet them, you know. Somehow, I don't know how I got in the position, but I'm basically in charge of everything.
He's like our ASAP Yams.
And people like kind of, it's not that they don't have like minds of their own or anything like that. They're all very intelligent people. Like, but it comes to like putting on the shows or playing, and I'm the one that's like, you're playing this long, you're in this spot of playing. This is the venue, this is the time. Be here, rehearse if you need to. Make music. Like I don't know if people do look at me as a father figure or not, to be honest. I can be a little strict, I guess, on people. Like if I see somebody getting out of line, it makes me feel like, you know, settle down, you know, in a way. Especially, I mean, I don't drink at all and smoke either. So when these guys are partying and doing their thing, I'm kind of very very cautious of what's going on, and I don't, you know, it's just it brings my anxiety levels way more than it should be. So I feel like a single mom with 10 kids. But at the same time, it's like I love all of them and what they do, and I really lucky.
I've only been producing for maybe 6 months or so. I started off on Beatmaker because I got inspired by Cruz. Like the whole DVOID project was just an idea in mind because there's a lot of things that constantly run through my head, whether it's projects, life situations, stuff like that. But it was basically like, hey, I'm making these ambient sounds. It'd be cool to, just put some random vocals. And I was listening to Jamie Isaac at the time, which Marquez got me into him, and I was like, dang, this is bad. Like that jazz feel, that smooth ambient noise. Like I want to like. That's where the inspiration mainly came from. Yeah, with vocals. Yeah. So like the whole construction of it. So it was mostly ambient music with some sort of like hip hop, like drums, sort of like it's really minimal, and a little bit of jazz into it with like the simple things in life. It makes me happy. But like there's like a little bit of hint of jazz with like the cymbal, like the.
Took me to a whole another place right now. Like I have never in my life.
I got into music like maybe like 2012, 13. I was like, I started getting into producing like with people I was hearing. I kind of, the only thing I've been doing is just kind of like observing what they do, like their technique, and it also the name came because he called me all like all random, like we're all in our own rooms like producing each, you know what I mean? And this dude was like, you guys got to put it out there, you guys got to figure it out. So all these people do house shows, like, you know, all the bands, and so we're like, hey, let's try to make a house show with a production one.
The house show of how that started, like, yeah, it just, we were blessed enough to get the approval to do it, and it was just a last minute thing, a risk, and people showed up, you know, and people really paid attention.
Because what is there left that I can believe in? The desert, the wind, the silence.
It actually just started off with me just dicking around on my brother's flash drive. He had a program on there. It was Sony Acid. I remember listening to Breaking Benjamin off of that flash drive too, and I saw that Diary of Jane had the original version and then the acoustic version, and you know, I was like, I don't want to have to listen to both of them separately. I want to listen to them at once. I just figured out the program, and you know, a little bit of tinkering later, I had my first mix, and that's what it started on. It was a Breaking Benjamin song. Diary is a mainstream rock song. That's how it started. So for me, a song can happen, you know, anyway. Just and music is inherently a part of my life. So you know, it can go from just being in the shower and going, been making some crazy shit like that. Like, I'm gonna Ableton that later. I can be listening to, you know, I'll just bump Elliott Smith and just get really sad and then vibe with that, and then, or, you know, it can happen in a variety of ways. There's not really just one way.
Exactly. I'm just glad I found a group of people like in person, IRL, you know what I mean, that I could bounce off of ideas rather than just talking to people on the internet. Like, I could work with them in person. That's a good thing.
You know, it's been a short time, but up to this point, I gotta tell you, like, if it wasn't for St. Market, things would have gone very differently and very most likely badly. So I'm super fortunate, super lucky. I don't know if I can do this or not, but that's not really factored into my head. I think I'm just out of my mind and I'm gonna see how far I can go with it.
Like my cousins, you know what I mean? They like gave me CDs. Like my cousin gave me "Are You Still Down" by Tupac. My other cousin gave me a fucking Deftones album, Around the Fur. You know what I mean? So like everybody was just showing me different music. My friend Edwin, Positive Satan, he put me on the Chris Travis show like 2014, and that's when I was like, okay, you know what I mean? I'm DJing, I could do this. Have confidence, you know. There was like 400 people at that show. I was like, wow, this is like nerve-wracking. You know? But people were cheering me on, so I was like, all right, might as well, right?